dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Again. And I had just complimented Angel Reese for being efficient. I had just complimented Angel Reese for putting together a respectable performance. Of course, the Chicago Bravado, they still got their ass kicked, but that doesn't matter. All that matters to the lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media is that she looks good. But like I told you guys the other day, an excellent performance from Angel Reese, it is rare. It's like seeing a hole-in-one on a par 5.
Hey, just one woman on the court beating 5 women. 5 women on the court. That's exactly what happened in tonight's game when the Chicago Sky got destroyed by the freaking Atlanta Dream. Ryan Howard, guys, of the Atlanta Dream, she single-handedly destroyed the entire Chicago Sky single-handedly by herself. This was supposed to be a totally different video, guys. I honestly thought we had it in the bag. I thought Chicago Sky was going to defeat the Atlanta Dream in tonight's game. We were leading for a large part of this game.
What happens when Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky show up expecting a routine Tuesday game, only to get run over by Ryan, Unstoppable, Howard like she's late catching a flight? Oh, you're not ready for this. Get ready for a highlight reel beatdown, because what started as a basketball game quickly turned into a full-on demolition. Ryan Howard didn't just show up, she took over, and made the Sky look like they forgot how to play. Let's break down how she didn't just dominate, she evicted the Sky from their own game. Time to dive into the chaos.
In the second half, Atlanta was hitting their shots. And Chicago was not. Ariel Atkins, I don't know, she's supposed to be a good deep shooter. She was just okay tonight. I don't know what else they're going to do. But they got to find somebody to fill that void. And Ryan Howard got on a heater in the second half. And again, Chicago looked good in the first half. The second half, they just got trashed. They just got trashed. I literally saw one play. Angel Reese is going down the court on a breakaway. She got to steal.
At this point, watching the Chicago Sky try to compete feels like watching someone bring a butter knife to a bazooka fight. This week, the Atlanta Dream weren't just better, they looked like the actual Dream Team. Meanwhile, Chicago was just sleepwalking through the game, while Ryan Howard was out there redefining what a dominant performance looks like. The Sky were basically submitting a group application for a therapy session.
That's when you start talking about that player's the best in the league. But here's the other part, you got to look at it, right? Because you also got Gray, you got Griner, you got Jones. So what happened? The Chicago Sky played some good defense. I mean, whenever the Chicago Sky play their best defense, they don't score. And so it's one of those things, you're a little outgunned. What happened? How did it all start? Where did it all finish? Obviously, Angel Reese just keeps showing up. And last night, Angel Reese went in there 29 minutes, 4-10, right? 4-7 from the free throw line, went ahead and battled, got in there, got 3 assists, got a steal, and finished up with 12 points. But you're going to look at that being a minus 14, just outgunned on the court.
And guess who was sitting front row, rocking a glittery crown of pure delusion? That's right, Angel Reese. The self-declared MVP, the self-proclaimed superstar, and, statistically speaking, a consistent contributor of almost nothing. Reese was hyped to be the game changer. The spark. The revolution. Instead, she's been more like a walking Instagram filter, flashy at first glance, but underneath? Just a blur of hype and noise.
Listen, the problem with Chicago Sky, okay, we have a myriad of problems, okay? On court, off court, front office, back office, GM, coach, coaching, assistants, the staff, the players, offensive, defense. But right now, looking at this game, Ryan Howard destroyed us all on her own. Ryan Howard in that third and fourth quarter, mainly in that last fourth quarter, we were down bad by 20 points, guys, because Ryan Howard just continued to drop 3-pointers on us. Rachel Banham gave us some here and there. You know, she tried to do the best she could. Ariel Atkins gave us some here and there. Rebecca Allen, some here and there. Okay? But Ryan Howard acts as the leading 3-point scorer for the Atlanta Dream.
Boy, do you think about me now and then? Can you say Shy City? That's that old Kanye when he was regular. Yeah. It's going down in Chicago. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus? Jeff P said he's had enough of missed layups. Oh my God, Jeff P. Jeff P. When you start acting like this? Oh my God, but I have to keep it real. Jeff P, I'm going to be honest with you before we even get to what you said in the article. The first place you should be looking before you look at Angel Reese to blame her, before you look at Tyler Moore, you need to look in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror. You are the general manager. You are the one responsible for orchestrating and putting the roster together. You put a bum trash roster together. Flat out. Flat out.
Straight to 12th place. Not first, not 5th, not even a decent 8th, dead last. The Chicago Sky are holding down the basement suite of the WNBA standings. If the league had a sub-basement, they'd be browsing Zillow listings, and let's not pretend this latest beatdown by Atlanta was some kind of learning experience. No, this was a full-blown public service announcement, delivered loud and clear by Ryan Howard and company. The Chicago Sky are not that team. Atlanta didn't just win, they staged a ballet of domination, while Chicago bumbled through a game of hot potato. Ryan Howard had the ball on a string. The Sky? They looked like they were counting ceiling tiles, just waiting for the buzzer to end the pain. But back to Angel Reese, because somehow, she's still the center of this chaos. She entered the league with more media buzz than a royal wedding. And for what? To post average numbers and world-class excuses, she's doing more talking off the court than producing on it. And the scoreboard reflects it. The Sky are spiraling, and Reese is in the cockpit, pressing every wrong button. If Angel is supposed to be the future of this franchise, someone better find the reset button, fast. She was brought in to deliver energy, passion, and grit. So far, she's offering the defensive intensity of a coat rack. Her rebounding? Decent. Her offense? Mia. Her leadership? Still waiting.
You can't blame it on Angel. Angel had a couple bad games, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people own bringing the heat on Tyler Marsh, but listen, I say this all the time, and he has a lot of culpability. Maybe his X's and O's aren't quite where they need to be a coach at this level. But in my opinion, watching the game for myself, Tyler Marsh can't do nothing for missed shot.
And let's be honest, if Angel Reese is steering the ship, it might be time to jump overboard. She spent more time trademarking her image than tightening her game, and now we're watching the fallout in real time, in full HD. Every week, fans who once chanted MVP are now wondering, what were we thinking? The illusion is cracking. The idea that Angel Reese was ready to take over the league is unraveling, like a padded resume at a job interview. You can't bluff your way through pro sports. And right now, Reese is out there bluffing with a pair of twos while the rest of the league is playing a royal flush. Even the most hopeful fans, bless them, are starting to see it. They're squinting at the scoreboard, watching another loss pile up, and realizing, this isn't just a slump. It's not a give her time situation. This is a full-blown Houston, we have a problem. Reese was supposed to change the culture. Instead, she's changed the expectations, from playoff dreams to just keep it close. And speaking of vibes, let's talk about that locker room, because when a team is sitting dead last, there are only two paths forward: rally together, or start pointing fingers.
Angel Reese and her Chicago Sky brethren got absolutely obliterated by the Atlanta Dream last night. And Ryan Howard, holy moly. Yeah, I said holy moly, flashing back to the 1950s. By the way, I wasn't alive, okay? I'm just letting you know. She destroyed everybody. Everybody. And Angel Reese did Angel Reese things last night. Wow.
And let's just say, it's not exactly a team-building trust fall happening in that locker room. The chemistry? Non-existent. And when your so-called superstar is more focused on counting Instagram likes than watching film, that energy trickles down fast. Angel Reese isn't leading a charge. She's leading a slow march toward irrelevance. Her defenders love to shout about her college accolades, as if they come with lifetime immunity. But this isn't the NCAA. This is the pros. The training wheels are off, the spotlight is hotter, and Angel's out here riding a unicycle through a minefield, blindfolded. Her stats? Average. Her influence? Minimal. Her overall impact? Practically a negative. She's getting her cardio in, while the real players are running the show. Meanwhile, other rookies are out there making real statements, taking over games, carrying teams, flipping narratives. And Angel? She's busy perfecting her scowl for the cameras. Every game feels like a rerun of the same worn-out story: big talk, small performance, and a team that can't find its footing. Rinse. Repeat. If Angel Reese's career were a movie, the reviews would read, great trailer. No substance.
I thought it was overblown. I thought that it was just a fun thing to do on the internet and it couldn't be that bad. But the fact is, Angel Reese sucks. And by saying that she sucks, what I mean is that she's not good at doing basketball things.
The irony is hard to miss. Angel Reese has built her brand around confidence, boldness, knowing your worth. And that's great, until your actual on-court value becomes the punchline. You can't call yourself the blueprint and then show up with finger paintings. This league doesn't respond to monologues. It responds to production. And so far, Angel hasn't just come up short, she's practically built a summer home at the bottom. Atlanta made that painfully clear. They didn't just beat the Sky, they erased them. And every time Ryan Howard hit a shot, it underlined the growing gap between real impact and empty hype. Howard was dropping jaws. Reese was dropping possessions. One looks like a future MVP. The other looks like she's still searching for the GPS. It's a brutal truth, but it has to be said, Angel Reese has had zero real impact on this team. None. Nada. The only thing she's delivered consistently is disappointment. She was supposed to bring fireworks. Instead, it's been all fizzle. The Sky are at the bottom of the standings, and it's not bad luck or some mysterious curse. It's because their star is allergic to consistency and commitment. Maybe she's just waiting for the right moment to shine. You know, like after the team finishes 3-31 and the lights are out. Maybe then we'll see the magic. Or maybe, just maybe, we're witnessing the great unraveling in real time. Because for Angel Reese, those 15 minutes of fame started ticking the moment she put on that jersey.
Defense. I mean, whenever the Chicago Sky play their best defense, they don't score. And so it's one of those things, you're a little outgunned. What happened? How did it all start? Where did it all finish? Obviously, Angel Reese just keeps showing up. And last night, Angel Reese went in there 29 minutes, 4-10. Right? 4-7 from the free throw line, went ahead and battled.
Now we're in the final seconds, and nothing's changed. The media circus that once lifted Angel Reese has gone strangely quiet. You can practically hear tumbleweeds blowing across her stat sheet. While other players are out here writing their legacies, Angel's busy ghostwriting excuses. She wanted the spotlight. Well, she's got it. Just not the kind that flatters. This one's fluorescent, harsh, and unforgiving. Fans aren't stupid. They see the effort. They see the results. And right now, they're asking the obvious question, why is this team still pretending the experiment is working? The Chicago Sky didn't just lose to Atlanta, they got exposed. Not by hot takes or anonymous sources, but by a scoreboard that shouted, this team is not okay. Angel Reese isn't just underperforming, she's becoming the face of unfulfilled promise. The walking reminder of what happens when hype slams into reality and bounces off the rim. If this is the superstar era she promised, someone please change the channel. Because while the rest of the league evolves and true talent rises, Angel's still out here trying to convince everyone she belongs at the table, while the league quietly pulls her chair away.
Angel Reese and Chicago Sky fall to Atlanta Dream. What went wrong? 88-70 was the score. And pretty much the whole game, it was back and forth. Actually, in the beginning, Howard made a career high 9 3-pointers, tying the WNBA single game record, and finished with a season high 36 points as the Atlanta Dream beat the Chicago Sky 88-70 on Friday night. In addition, Atlanta's Brittany Griner moved into second place on the WNBA career blocks list, passing Lisa Leslie. Howard broke the Dream's franchise record for 3-pointers in a game, topping.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you go from being the talk of the town to the afterthought of the season. Angel Reese, MVP in theory, MIA in practice. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky continue their free fall, and the only thing dropping faster than their win percentage is the patience of their fans. Even when Reese does manage to score, it has all the grace of someone slipping on a banana peel and accidentally landing on the winning lottery numbers. You blink twice wondering if the shot actually went in or if the scoreboard just glitched out of pity. There's a trajectory, sure, but one that defies all known laws of physics, and while we're on the topic of her impact, let's give her a round of applause. Because Angel Reese just made history, becoming the first player in WNBA history to hit 100 rebounds, not rebounds. Rebounds, you know, those moments when she grabs her own miss, not because she's hustling, but because she's the only one confused enough to chase it. It's not about second chances. It's about cleaning up her own mess. A one-woman ping-pong tournament, starring Angel versus the Rim.
It says here, guys, that the general manager, Jeff Pagliocca, is it Pagliocca or Pagliosa? You guys know I'm bad with names. But pretty much, he's opened up the publications about his team's performance and shared his thoughts on how Angel Reese could contribute more to their team's goals, and admits he's disappointed with the start to the WNBA season. What did you expect, Jeff? You sold your future for the present. You really had in your head that Angel Reese is a #1 talent. She's a superstar. And you guys continue to inflate her head, inflate her mindset, which feeds the mentality.